Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Lord of Change from the Tzeentch subfaction of Chaos Demons. In the game, he's a powerful spellcaster lord for a demon's army, and a fantastic utility piece that can either support your units with buffing spells, take the fight to the enemy in combat, or deal damage from afar using his spellcasting capabilities in the psychic phase. He can also become exalted for 1 CP before the game starts, and this gives him access to 6 powerful upgrades and access to exalted specific war gear. You can choose one of these upgrades, or you can roll for 2 upgrades at random as per the rest of the exalted greater demons. Now the first of these is Mastery of Magic, and this allows the Lord of Change to know 1 extra spell from the Tzeentch discipline and cast 1 extra spell in the psychic phase. Now you could use this for an extra smite, and that would be usually the most optimal since the Tzeentch spells aren't actually that great compared to the Nurgle and Slanesh ones, which is really unfortunate. The second upgrade is Spell Thief. If the Lord of Change denies a spell, it essentially takes it away from the unit that casts it, and this does include Smite, so it can effectively cripple certain units that rely on spamming Smite at you. The third is Lord of Flux, and now this is my favourite because it adds 1 additional mortal wound every single time it inflicts a mortal wound as a result of a spell. Number 4 is Nexus of Fate. Now this allows you to gain a command point on the roll of a 1 or a 6 in your command phase at the start of the turn. Next up is number 5, and this is the Aura of Mutability. This is a 6-up Feel No Pain, and every time you make a save using this 6-up Feel No Pain, you regain a wound, up to a maximum of 8. And finally we have the Architect of Deception. This is simply a -1 to hit when using a ranged weapon against Lord of Change. The Exalted War Gear is as follows: the Warp Fire Blade. This essentially makes your Lord of Change strength 9, -3 AP and D6 damage in combat, and every unmodified 6 to wound counts as D3 mortal wounds on top of the damage it would normally do. Great for a combat Lord of Change. The next up is the Soul Eater Stave. Every time you kill an enemy model with a mortal wound, you roll a 4-up. If it's successful, you immediately gain a wound. Again, stacks really nicely with the Aura of Mutability. The Crystal Tome. Pick a character within 12. You and your opponent roll a d6 and add your leadership to the score. If you beat or equal their score, you turn off all of their aura abilities until your opponent's next turn. I would generally advise rolling for your exalted gifts. Even when rolling for it, you stand a great chance of securing Lord of Flux, but I suppose all of them are useful in their own way. But for me, Lord of Flux is the one that you definitely want. As for artifacts, I see a lot of value in the Warp Fire Blade. With the right setup, your Lord of Change can be a formidable tank busting unit. A lot of Chaos Demon players take the Lord of Change with the Tzeentch relic, the Impossible Robe, as this gives him access to a 3+ invulnerable save. Overall, the Lord of Change is a strong unit in Warhammer 40k, and will certainly see some board time in 9th edition. Thank you for listening to my Lord of Change rundown. Please do like the video, comment your thoughts on the rundown, and subscribe below for some more Warhammer 40k content. See you next time. Smash Captain out.